What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, guys. Right now I'm leaving college property right now. I just gonna drop off my sister to work and all that, you know what I'm talking about, college property and all that. So right now we're gonna be going ahead, and like I said in this video, guys, today we're gonna be looking and revisiting all my jobs that I worked at. All right, so it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I got the whole day. My girl doesn't finish work till I don't know what time, probably like 1 o'clock or 2, or maybe a little bit early. But anyways, in the morning, guys, in the meantime, I gotta go ahead and show you guys where I used to work at. All right, so let's get this. The reason why I wanted to bring up college and all that is because I was trying to get some of my high school friends or some of my old classmates. I want to rekindle with them, and also I was like very curious, and cold ass, like on gloomy rainy day today. But I want to go ahead and rekindle with them and reconnect with them, even if they weren't really my close friends. But I want to go ahead and talk to them and pretty much catch up with them, because I was like, damn, it's already going to be 2024, and pretty much a lot of them went to college and they went to universities. We're in Hawaii, but pretty much they went to different states and different colleges and all this kind of stuff, even high-end universities. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to also, the other day I was thinking about, like, damn, I wonder what they're doing right now in life and what they think about college, what their plans, their future goals is, what they have accomplished within the 3 to 4 years. And I just wanted to know what they've been up to. So pretty much I wanted to pretty much make like a small mini podcast or like interview / type of thing. And I just wanted to, oh shit, I should have turned left over there. What the hell? I'm talking about. Shit. Texted one guy, but one guy, he's not following me back, and I sent him one DM, but I don't know, man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what's up with these guys. They don't like talk to me. Okay, so pretty much I'm at this is one of the first jobs that I used to work here. Not my necessarily first job, but this is like one of my second jobs. But anyways, all right, guys, what's up, guys? But anyways, guys, I'm at one of my first couple of jobs. So I started this job. I'm at Taco Bell right now, right? We over here and all this kind of stuff. I'm sitting in the parking lot, but pretty much I had to meet my boy over here because I had to give him some books. He wanted to buy some books, so I got him some books. He gave me some.
Man, already.
Business. Huh?
Ano business?
Yeah,
online.
Online. I
What?
do like business stuff. I make like videos and then I sell stuff online.
Oh,
Yeah.
on video?
Yeah.
And
No. She work
close to my place.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, guys, so like I said, guys, I'm trying to film a video, but all my coworkers are coming outside and doing all this kind of stuff. Oh, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I never seen them for like almost like since like I stopped working here at Taco Bell in 2022. So pretty much I was like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? I was like, oh, long time no see. You know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of new workers, a lot of new people in charge, but there's some of my old coworkers that I used to work at. Just a few select over there. I don't know too many people. But like what I said, guys, I want to, before there's any more interruptions and all that, I got my car running real quick, but I'm going to make it quick and simple. So this is one of my jobs. I used to work at Taco Bell. I'm going to give you guys the background, the context, where I was in my life at that time. So this is in 2020. So me and my cousin, all right, we always used to go hiking.
And we was about to hit stairway, but then we encountered this steep hill, and then when this nigga went, he was going up, and then he came back down, and he had his 2 arms like that as if he was humping the air before his last words.
We used to hang out, but pretty much we was still in high school at that time. And during Christmas, December time of 2019, I was already working landscaping. I was playing football. I was a senior in high school. So pretty much what he was doing was, my cousin, he went to another school, so we never really see each other often. The only time we would talk and communicate was through text or also playing Fortnite. So that's the only time we hung out. But anyways, he went up to me. He was like, hey, bro, one day we're gonna get one job together. He's like, oh, let's go start working. Let's go make money. I was like, okay, shoots. Where you let go work? So of course, you know, at that time we were still in high school. We never have like that much money to our name. We never have cars, reliable transportation. So we decided, you know what? We could work somewhere close. I was like, okay, we're close. So we was like, okay, there's not a lot of things nearby us. There's fast food, there's McDonald's, there's Taco Bell, there's Jack in the Box, there's grocery stores. There's all kinds of stuff nearby. So it's like, okay, we go somewhere nearby. So in case we no more ride and all that, we can just walk to work and walk back home, etc. Right? So anyways, I was like, okay, we go. One of the first options was we got an application at Jack in the Box. So we got Jack in the Box, and then one of the other ones was Taco Bell. So this is January now, right? Pre-pandemic, all this kind of stuff. So this is in 2020. So anyways, I was like, okay, where are we gonna go? You like go Jack in the Box or Taco Bell? And then anyways, my boy, I was already busy. I was occupied with school, and I was occupied with working landscaping. So my boy, he took the initiative, and I think he decided to apply to Taco Bell first. Anyways, he got hired first, and during this time, this is a newer version of Taco Bell. So anyways, prior to 2020, they were still renovating, and they were gonna open in March 2020. So anyways, my boy got hired in like February-ish, and then a couple weeks later, they were calling me. I put in my application. I was going through all the paperwork, etc. And then after that, they called me. I went to this interview. I had to get interviewed at McDonald's because, like I said, Taco Bell over here was still being renovated. So I'm gonna show you guys parking lot over here. You know what I'm talking about? I remember good old memories, guys. So I got my interview over there down at McDonald's, and pretty much this is the newer version of Taco Bell. The funny story was for this Taco Bell that the drive-thru, this is a weird drive-thru over here. So this will be the, we wouldn't enter from this side, we would enter from the other side. So we would swing all the way around, and the drive-thru would be on the right side. So anyways, the driver will be driving on the left side, and then in order to collect and give their money and all that, we would have to reach out the right side of the window. So the drive-thru was backwards. It was weird. So that's why they renovated this place, and they made it to like this, so that you enter from this way, and obviously you will drive through and get your food and collect the money on the other side. So anyways, guys, we got a lot of good memories. Let me flip the camera. Right, guys, hopefully I'm not blinking a lot. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why you stay blinking a lot in your videos? But so hopefully I'm not blinking a lot in my videos. I don't really notice. I get a lot of allergies, so, and I used to box, and I used to play a lot of sports, so I used to hit my eye a lot. So that's why. And I used to play a lot of video games, and when I play a lot of video games, I like you know, tweaking out and shit like that. But anyways, guys, to give you go back onto my story. So anyways, I got interviewed at McDonald's over there, and eventually I got hired during the spring break, the week before spring break of March 2020, during my senior year. And what happened in March 2020, you guys already know, right? We had lockdown, we had pandemic, etc. So anyways, I was on spring break, and then after that, the school was telling me, oh, you guys get another extension of spring break, etc. And then after that, oh, you get another month off, just don't come back. And then after that, it was pretty much, oh, just go online school. So during that time in March, April, May, I was supposed to be doing online school and all this kind of stuff. I remember, I don't really tell the story, but I would email one of my counselors, and I told him the reasons why I'm not really doing my assignments, because I wasn't really doing my assignments. I kind of had, like, they call it senioritis, where pretty much you have senior fatigue, and you're like, you don't really care about school right now. You're just like, oh, you can't wait to graduate and all this kind of stuff. So pretty much in a way, I had senior fatigue. But not only that, it was because I was mainly focusing on working and making money. So I was like, you know what? I emailed my counselor. I said, you know, during the pandemic and all that, I gotta make some money. I gotta help my family out. You know, we're not privileged. Like I said, I give this story a lot of times. I have to work from ground zero. I have to work from the ground up. So I was like, you know what? I gotta go work from square zero. I gotta make my own money. Of course, I was not planning to go to college whatsoever, because I knew that college was not for me. It's not going to bring me generational wealth. It's only going to put me in student debt and all this kind of stuff. And so I decided, you know what, I'm not going to be going that route. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to just start working multiple jobs, stack up my money, use that money to invest into my online businesses, such as my YouTube, my online shops, etc. And if I got to go travel, I got to travel, I get money. And if I got to pay the bills, I get money to help support and pay the bills. So anyways, I was doing that. And then after that, I was working. March, April, May, I told my counselors, I got to make money. She emailed all my teachers, and the teachers was literally one of my teachers. He was emailing me back. I think it was like a computer animation teacher. I forget what class it was. But anyways, he was like, oh, yeah, you know what? For one of your projects, we had this project that we had to do. Pretty much, we had to make one story, and we had to animate it on our laptops. We had laptops and all that for school. So anyways, my teacher was like, you know what? For this project, you get one extension. You get a couple more weeks. So I was like, oh, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody doing it like me. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, I did that. After that, I was working. March, April, May, me and my boys, I was working as a cashier, order taker. I started off as cashier at the front, then they put me at the drive-thru. I was order taking, collecting cash at the drive-thru, collecting money, and then I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was doing delivery. Eventually I got put onto food, so I was making food, I was doing the fryer, I was learning dishwasher, I was doing delivery. And what I would do, guys, for 1 year straight, all right, from 2020, the entirety of 2020, since I wasn't doing any colleges, I wasn't doing any other stuff, and I was trying to build up my stats, I mean, my what's that called? My finances and all this kind of stuff, and my life skills. What I was doing was, I was like, you know what? This is phase one in my life, right? Stack up money so that I could use that money to invest into other further stuff, like my businesses, to make me more money. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna need money. A lot of the jobs was very limited too at that time, because fast food, my landscaping job was all considered essential. So I was an essential worker. A lot of the jobs was laying people off. A lot of people was unemployed. A lot of the hotel workers, city workers, construction workers, they all was unemployed because it wasn't really an essential job. Construction was actually, but restaurants, all this kind of stuff, hotel. So a lot of people are school jobs, all this kind of stuff. So anyways, I was working Monday to Friday, right? This is my schedule. Monday to Friday, I'll work, come here early in the morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'll do all this kind of stuff. I'll stay to 10 p.m. in the night. Maybe 10:30, 11:30, 12 o'clock the latest. If one of my friends was here and I had a ride, then I would stay with them. I'll wait till they finish it, and I'll come home. They'll drive me home 12 in the night, 6 a.m. to 12 in the night. Crazy, right? Monday to Friday. I was only getting paid $11 when I first started. $11.10 the most eventually. Anyways, I was working, grinding. Saturday, Sunday, I'll go work early in the morning, landscaping. Some nights, Saturday nights or Sunday nights, depends. I would go, they'll call me, they'll be like, oh, you like work tonight? I'll go in tonight, 4 to 10 p.m. at Taco Bell, grinding. So I was working, did this for 2 years straight. Eventually in 2021, I decided to lessen my days at Taco Bell. So I had Saturdays and I think Wednesdays off. Mainly Wednesdays I wanted off because me and my boys, what we would do is, we all used to work together. So what we would do, we would have all same days off on Wednesdays. We would go hiking, we would go to the beach, we would go watch movies nighttime, we would stay out all day, we would go eat out restaurants and hang out with some of our other friends slash co-workers. Oh! But anyways, we would do all those fun stuff. We'll come back here nighttime, we'll get free food, free drinks, or cruise, eat in the parking lot, do all this kind of funny stuff. Have fun. So anyways, the next day we'll come back, we'll go, I'll start like 10 in the morning, stay to 10 p.m., 10 to 10, make some money, Thursday, Friday work, Saturday, Sunday landscaping, and eventually I cut out landscaping and all this kind of stuff. But the whole point, I stayed here for 2 years straight. I got let go in 2022. I never necessarily got let go, but pretty much I was on bad terms with my boss. I'm gonna tell you guys one funny story. So funny story. One of the reasons why I decided, okay, this is not the main reason, but pretty much we did rubbish over there, all this kind of stuff. But before they implemented this new system, all right, and this is called the bellhop system in Taco Bell. So you know how you go in Chick-fil-A and all this kind of stuff, and pretty much they'll go outside and they'll, oh, can we take your order? And they'll stand outside. So my boss and everybody, the Taco Bell management decided that they wanted to implement this new system called the bellhop system. The bellhop system was pretty much 2 people standing outside with 2 iPads. The iPads it was connected on Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was shit when you stood outside. So every time the iPads would freeze, it would lag out. So all this kind of stuff, right? So it'd be very awkward and very complicated outside. So anyways, we would literally be taking order. Me and my friend, me and my boys would all stay outside, take order. And then all the cars would come in. We'll get busy like lunchtime, dinner time. My boss would literally put us outside from 9 a.m., 10 a.m. and we would stand outside by this menu board or by this propane tank back there. And what we would do is we would take order, be like, we would walk up to the cars, hi, can we take your order? And then we would take the orders via iPad. And then after that, if they're like, oh, are you gonna pay cash or card? If they were to pay a card, we had these card reading machine slots outside. And pretty much what we would do is we would have to take the card machine reading slots and all this kind of stuff, and we would take it in with our machine reader, right? If there's paying cash, it would have to go to the drive-thru, etc. So me and my boy, we would stay outside. It was freaking blazing hot during summer. They used to have one broken umbrella outside. The umbrella used to be so destabilized. The base was broken. The umbrella will fall down and get windy. The umbrella almost went hit one car over there. So that's one of the... So anyways, my boss, she'll make one big deal. I'll take off my hat, take off my apron. I'll be like, boss, why we gotta do some stupid stuff like this? Why you gotta be on her ass wearing apron, hairnet? She used to be like, why you not wearing hairnet? Bitch, you know what I'm talking about? Am I making food? Am I around other people? No, right? So why, like, it's so hot, it's blazing hot. I never know I was playing football this year, right? So anyways, I was like, oh, I never know I was playing football. So anyways, let me turn off the car real quick. So I would be like, bro, why are we doing this kind of unnecessary stuff right outside? So we'll be going back and forth. A lot of the managers, a lot of the bosses, I feel like as a leader, you should know what you're doing, as in a way, like, you know, when you go to battle, your warriors and fighters want to see the leader next to them fighting side by side, so they know what it's like to be going through it, right? It's like, so an example was like my boss and all that, she didn't really know how the system really worked because it was a new system, but she was never outside. She was never actually understanding of what we had to go through outside. She never know what it's like when the line get backed up. She never know what it's like standing outside hot in the sun. She never knows like wearing one stupid apron, one hat, and one hairnet all at once while the sun and the umbrellas falling down and all this kind of stuff. So she'll be like making a big fuss about stupid things like that because she never understood the system. The reason why I'm looking around is because a lot of times there's a lot of homeless around there, and they used to come like fucking stand out by the drive-thru area. So that's why I'm being aware, situational aware. But anyways, like I said, it got to the point where I was like, what the hell? This boss literally never know what she was doing. She was the type, she would come in, she never know how the system was ran, etc. She'll only be on the floor for like 10 minutes, and then she'll go to the back on the office, and then she'll come out, hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? So as a leader, I would never ever kind of like, in a sense, not necessarily like respect her, but I mean, I did respect her as a person, but like as a worker and all that, and as a leader, I don't feel like she was a good fit for the leadership role. Not only because she didn't know how the entire system worked, but because she was never there to lead as a leader, right? She was never there on the battle floor. She was never there. It's like, oh, I want to learn from a piano teacher, but the piano teacher doesn't know how to teach piano. So why would I listen and respect that person as a leader if they don't know what they're trying to teach, right? So like my boss, she was trying to, oh, do this, do that, but she was never there to actually work. So we had big fallout. She never understood understood. One of the other things, and like I said, it's all the time. I was always there 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I was there every single day. I knew the ins, I knew the outs, I knew how to open, I knew how to close, I knew how to do all this kind of stuff. But she never knew what the hell she was doing. She was barely there. When I saw her, I was always there. She'll come in for like 10 minutes. Oh, go paperwork in the back, yell at us, do all this kind of stuff, tell me where's my hairnet, and then she'll leave. So stupid stuff like that, right? So that's a little bit why I left. But also, other reason why, it was pretty much unfair. A lot of my cousins or my close friends, they would do like no call, no shows, or other coworkers, they'll no call, no show, no show up. They'll call in late. And every time I would be the dumbass stain for their shifts because they'll call out, they'll do all this kind of stuff. So I was like, bro, why am I doing this? You know what I'm talking about? So anyways, I was like to the point where I was like, okay, it was getting pretty much unfair. And then also one other story, guys, they was blaming me for punching freaking the boxes in the back. It wasn't even me. I was there. I was guilty by association, but I wasn't necessarily the one punching the boxes. I get on video. Look, I'm gonna wrap my friend out.
Yeah, well, back the fuck up. It's dangerous, right, bro?
No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, it was to the point where they was blaming me for stupid stuff. They was talking shit. They was doing all kinds of weird stuff. So it got to the point where I was like, you know what, it's getting pretty, I was getting pretty treated unfair. It's like, young customer coming over there, I'm gonna listen who takes order. But it was getting to the point where it was so unfair. I was like, what the hell is this shit, right? So anyways, we was going back and forth, all this kind of stuff. Eventually, it got to the point where in November of 2021, I was like, boss, I'm gonna take my 1 week paid vacation, because once after you hit a year you could take a paid vacation. So I had 1 week off because I had a lot of hours. So I was chilling in November. Then I had Thanksgiving break. There was closed Thanksgiving, so I barely was working in November. And so I was like, yeah. After that, I went to the hotel with me and my girlfriend one time. We used to work together at Taco Bell too. So she was on a day off and I called out. I requested off, in fact, like a couple weeks prior. My boss was like, no, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You got to go find somebody to work for you in the morning. There's nobody to work for you. I said, that's not my job. I already requested off. Why you let all these other people request off? Not only did they not request off, but there will be no call, no show, or they'll call out last minute. I requested off weeks prior. So I was like, why are you telling me to do this? And why are you telling me to do that? That's unfair. You know what I'm talking about? So I said, you know what? No matter what you say, I'm not going to come that day. And she told all of my coworkers and the managers, if 5K Donut doesn't show up, she's going to go suspend me. I never show up because, of course, I was very rebellious. I'm not a sheep. I'm not a slave mind. I'm not the type to, not be bitched around and all this kind of stuff. I'm very respectable, but I use my brain. I use my common sense. I'm very life smart. So I'm not going to be the type where, oh my gosh, I'm talking about, oh my gosh, you're like fucking freaking out over one dumb shit. So anyways, I played the rebellious game. I never work. I never go into work. So she suspended me for 1 week. Come February, I come back, or December, I come back. The store was keep getting closed because COVID. Everything, like, everybody was getting sick. The store was shutting down. So we was barely working during Christmas time. Anyways, I come back in January. I get sick. The store's still getting sick and shut down. We have to take COVID tests, etc. And then after that, I decided me and my girl was going to go on vacation in February. I requested off again. She did the exact same thing that she did in November. You know what she said? She said, 5K Donut doesn't show up. He's getting, not suspended, he's getting terminated. I'm like, what the fuck? So I said, okay, I'm going to play the rebellious game. I don't give a fuck, right? And then at the same time, the reason why I never give a F was because I already had a morning job. I already had a Monday to Friday morning job. And also I was working at this other job nighttime at this car rental company called Enterprise. So I was working over there nighttime. So I had 3 jobs at that time. So I was like, you know what? I was only working here a couple days a night, only getting paid $11.10. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to play this fucking shit, right? I ain't no slave mind. I ain't no sheep. I ain't going to be bitched around by a fucking person who don't know what the fuck she doing, right? So anyways, I never go. The manager, one of the managers, a lot of my friends, coworkers, they was all my friends. They text me, call me, let me know through word. They're like, yeah, you're not on the schedule anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm not coming back. My boss, she's not professional. She didn't even call, text me, email me saying that I was let go or terminated, right? So in a sense, I never necessarily quit. I don't know if I was really terminated, but I wasn't on the schedule. So I'm assuming I was terminated or I just never show up. So she took me off the schedule. Anyways, that was in February 2022. And that's why I decided not to come back to the job. But here I am now. A lot of my friends and all that, they still work over here. I tell them, come on, bro, get your shit together. I use this job as an advantage point because I was still young. I was 17 years old. This job made me saved up to 30, 40 grand in my bank account just from working Taco Bell. I kid you not. Landscaping saved me about $5,000, $10,000. My other job saved me about more money. But then after that, I was spending. At that time in my life, I was traveling. I had bills to pay. But when I was in high school and all that, when I was still a young adult, I'm still a young adult, but when I was still a teenager, like 17, 18, I saved up to about 30, 40K just from this job, working 2 jobs, multiple jobs. I'm not in debt. I never do all this kind of stuff. I was learning new life skills, meeting new people, having fun in life. And I was making a lot of money from working 9-to-5 jobs. But I use that to my advantage point because that's the situation I was given. I had to work with the situation I was given with, right? So anyways, I was grinding, working at this job, spending a lot of hours because like I was only getting paid 11.10. So I was like, you know what? If I was the type to, I'm always gonna find a solution to work. To get out of my circumstance. So I was like, bro, I need money. So I'm gonna go ahead and freaking grind and make more hours because you know what I'm talking about? Why would I just settle for less? So I was working, and in the meantime, I was working on my YouTube business. I was doing all this kind of stuff. So anyways, yeah, guys, that's pretty much the whole story of Taco Bell. I had a lot of fun stories, a lot of jobs. Show a compilation of me and my boys at Taco Bell. Show it right now.
Yeah, well, back the fuck up. It's dangerous, right, bro?
Stop running. I can't see shit.
You can see my mask. Oh, no, my light on?
No, not in here. I can see that red light.
It's the yours, though.
Bro?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's scary, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Funny out there.
Yeah, you can pound the window, I can record, I can video. I can fucking pound the windows. Hey, dog. Hey, crack them hard, huh? Hey, hold on. Let me grab myself. Hold, chill.
That's better than me. Get the fuck
Shut
down.
the fuck up.
Dude, how come you chose
Fuck
over
you.
here, bro?
I don't even play sports, nigga.
He do play. Look, I'm documenting this because fuck. Dali lang to, man. Oh, made on Hoy on a second. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start driving all that stuff. So I'm gonna put the car in D, and we're gonna go down to the next job. Let's get it, boy. All right, guys, I'm driving away. Goodbye, Taco Bell. I never come back here for I never come to Taco Bell since 2022. My girl used to work here for a bit, so that's why. Even though, despite that, I quit in February of 2022, I was like, I decided I had to come back here because I had to pick up my girl and all this kind of stuff. And then my cousin also still used to work here and whatever, all these other people. So I used to come back here like just to pick up my girl. But other than that, I was trying to get the hell away from that place. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man. Good old days. But like I said, guys, don't be content with all your situations, all right? Don't be comfortable. That's the problem with these people working at Taco Bell. They're very comfortable. They're not willing to level up. I was there for 2 years, but I made sure that I perfected my craft. I made lots of money, and I worked the scenario and the situation that I was given with. That was my situation. I had to make money. I was $0 to my name. I was broke. I never wanted to depend on my parents. I never wanted to depend on anybody. I don't want to depend on loans. A lot of these college kids, I always talk about this all the time, but I wanted to make one, like I said earlier, I wanted to make one podcast video. Sorry, guys, I just started burping and shit. But I wanted to make one podcast video. The podcast video was going to be talking about and interviewing a lot of my old classmates and people still in college. And also, the reason why I decided to do this video now, not only was I feeling nostalgic, but I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, damn, it's been almost 4 years already. A lot of these, my classmates who graduated me, I think most of them is going to graduate in 2024. So, which is in a couple of months, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think May 2024. So anyways, they're gonna be graduating in May 2024. So I was like, damn, I want to go interview them and make a small little podcast, rekindle with them, reconnect the relationship. And also I wanted to show them I wanted to ask them, okay, how much depth are you in? Do you think college was a good idea? What are you majoring in? What life skills have you took from working, going to college? Do you know how to drive? Do you know what to do? Blah, blah, blah. Have you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to penetrate their mind and their soul and make them think like, okay, think about their life in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they don't even know what they do, you know? All right, guys, don't mind me sweating and all that. I'm sitting in my car, but I'm about to leave my car. My car shut up, but I wanted to record this little bit for a fast, you know. All right, guys, don't mind me sweating and all that shit. I just came back from recording a video. I came back from working out, so that's why I'm a little bit sweaty. I'm sitting in my car right now. The car is off. There's no AC, and the windows is all rolled up. But I wanted to record this bit for a little bit. All right. So, anyways, the past couple of days, I was trying to rekindle and reconnect with some of my old classmates from high school. And pretty much the reason why I wanted to do that was because I want to start this podcast. The reason I wanted to start this podcast was because I know a lot of these graduates and all these people, all these college students, they're at college, right? So most of my classmates are attending universities and all this kind of stuff. And pretty much I want to bring them onto this podcast or this show that I was trying to make, or this interview, and I want to catch up with them and rekindle and talk about, oh, how much death are you in college? What are you doing after college? What are you majoring in? Do you think college was a good idea? What have you been doing? What is something unique that you took out of college? Are you consider living on your own? And I want to pretty much just talk and have a conversation about them, of their choices between the like the past couple of 4 years. So that's why I wanted to just reconnect with them. The next job that I'm going to be getting into is at my landscaping job, right? So we're going to go down to my landscaping job, and pretty much I'm going to just commentate, narrate over it, because I don't want to be filming and driving. I don't want my GoPro too, and I used to hang up my GoPro, attach it to like the head seat, the, what's it called, the headrest on the seat, on the passenger seat. I used to attach it to that, but I don't have the equipment right now. My GoPro's dead and all this kind of stuff, and my phone is running out of storage. So I'm going to go ahead and just narrate and show you guys on video, right? So let's get it. Alright, guys, so like I said, guys, we're gonna be narrating. So this is me at my landscaping job, you know what I'm talking about. And then I started this job in 2019 of June. Alright, so 2019 of June, and pretty much I was 16 years old. This is my first ever job in my history of my life. Alright, so I was working at this job. I was doing this. At the time, there was a summer between finishing junior year to the beginning of senior year, right? So we was doing all 2019. I started this job in June 2019, and pretty much I was gonna become a senior. So during that time when I was working landscaping, I was learning all kind of new skills. I was doing this. I was cutting grass. I was leaf blowing. I was driving golf carts, driving forklifts, painting roads and curbs. I was cleaning water fountains, cleaning fish ponds, doing all kinds of different stuff, right? All this kind of different skills I was acquiring, right? At the same time, I was playing football in high school. I was going to football camp, football training, and then school started. And then so when school started, I was only working landscaping on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, early in the mornings. Then after that, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing that since I graduated high school. When I graduated high school, I was still doing that, but this time I was working at Taco Bell Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sundays, I'll be working on the weekends, landscaping, doing this, etc. All this kind of stuff, right? I stayed there till end of 2021, and yeah, pretty much that was that. Alright, guys, welcome back to another video. Today, guys, we're going to be showing you the day in my life back in 2020 when I was 17 years old. This took place back in November 22nd, 2020. Actually, I was 18 years old since this was in 2020. My birthday is at the end of the year. So I started off my Saturday by waking up at 6:19 in the morning. I had to go use the bathroom as always. You know what I'm saying? Shaking the camera. Look at that. Shaking the camera when I'm taking on crap. Then at 6:51 a.m. I clocked in at my landscaping job. Look at all these cats in the background. They're all waiting outside for me to feed them. Then at 7:05 a.m. I open up the shed and the compound to grab all my tools in order to get to work. I grabbed my golf cart at 7:05 and I was driving around the parking lot to see what I could get accomplished that day. I did all this kind of work. I didn't record it, but then at 10:36 a.m. I decided to take a nice little snack break. So I grabbed some ketchup. I grabbed some mayonnaise from the icebox, and I grabbed a can of tuna, and I just put the mayonnaise and squirt that mayonnaise inside the tuna bowl, and I was eating some lunch. And then at 10:58 a.m. I clocked out, and after that day I went to work at my fast food job.
This one, yeah? Yeah. This screen. Man, is still the state?
And pretty much that was the collection of my day, you feel? But anyways, guys, the next, pretty much the landscaping stuff, I went to different landscaping companies, landscaping, whatever. And pretty much I was supposed to be promoted. I was supposed to be joining this other landscaping company. But then my boss was also teaching me how to paint roads and curbs. Like those parking lines, the parking lot lines, the curbs on the side of the road by Walmart, all this kind of stuff. We were supposed to be doing that. And pretty much me and my bro was supposed to be getting into that. He was already in it before me, but then after that, my boss was trying to train me to join that company. And then pretty much was getting paid like, what, 30 an hour. And if it was like a government contract, we'd be getting paid even more, depending on how many hours we're working on their base and the property. So it got to the point where she was trying to train me. So that's why she was, during like 2020 time, she was like making me, like the beginning of 2020, she was making me like paint the roads and curbs and all this kind of stuff. She was training me, right, my boss. And pretty much it got to the point where, of course, like I said, 2020 hit and all this kind of different weird stuff happened. So pretty much a lot of people was getting laid off. And I guess even my job, my landscaping job was at risk. My boss was like, shit, at the beginning of March, she was like, oh, you might be laid off because, we got to take care of the other workers for the weekdays because they got to pay bills, etc. And also I was a kid at that time, right? I mean, I still, what I'm saying, I was like, what, 17, 18, I wasn't even 18 yet. I was still 17 during 2022. Wow, that's crazy when I think about it. I didn't realize how young, like super young, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even 20 yet. I'm only 20 now, but you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I was like, I can't believe I was learning all that kind of stuff, building all these knowledge and experiences in my life, you know what I'm talking about, at that young age. So anyways, I was doing that, chilling, making money, but then of course the plan of painting and all these different companies never go for it because of course lockdown hit, jobs was getting laid off, people was getting unemployed. So it was best for me, that's why, like I said, I had to work the situation. So I just was working Taco Bell $200 every 2 weeks, and I was supposed to be like, I don't know if they was talking about I was supposed to be a manager and all that, but I like I said, I told you guys a story. You guys heard the story, right, of why I left the job and all that. I left the job. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, pretty much that was that. That was 2 years. The boss was okay, you know what I'm saying? She had her moments, we had our moments, all this kind of stuff. But other than that, she wasn't a bad boss. She pushed me. She made me learn a lot of things. And yeah, that was a good job. I loved it. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So the next job was working at my old high school, right? So I worked there from 2022 to 2023, so about a year, right? So I used to do this for a year. Hold on, guys. Let me go. I'm gonna go in the bathroom and record. Wait, what? What did I just say? In the bathroom? Yeah, so pretty much I was working there from 2022 to 2023, and pretty much this is, like I said, remember I was talking about I had 3 jobs during that time when I was working at Taco Bell and they let me go and all that. So this is in January. I was applying already. I was looking around for different jobs, and I got the reason why I was applying to different jobs now and different new opportunities is because I invested some of my money, like $5,000, into getting a new reliable car. Not a new car, but like an older car, but it's reliable. So pretty much I got that car. I got my first car in October 2021, and I got my driver's license in January 2022. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this one, I don't know. I don't like rat on myself, but bruh. So yeah, I was doing all that kind of stuff. And then pretty much I was working there. We had like, for the school job, since we had a lot of breaks because if there's no students, then we wouldn't be working, right? Because there's no point in, what the hell are guys going to be doing? Who we serving? There's no customers, etc., right? There's nothing to do. So I had 2 months off in summer, right? In 2022. So June, July, I was on unemployment, but then I got very sick. So I never enjoyed my summer that much. Eventually, I went back to work in August, and then after that was August to December, and then after that in January 2023, in the back of my mind, my girl went to the Philippines. She went back home for a month, and then after that I was like, in the back of my mind, I was going to work, and then after that I was deep in my thought. I was like, you know what, I gotta really focus. I gotta lock in on my businesses, my YouTube, my entrepreneurship, all this kind of stuff. But not only that, but also I was really concerned about my health because I got sick in June and July, and then ever since then I went bad stomach virus and all this kind of stuff, all this kind of BS crap, and pretty much it wasn't as top notch as it was as before. So I could barely eat that much. I never have an appetite like before. So I decided, you know what? And I've been calling out a lot, like every month. I barely called out before, like when I was working at Taco Bell, landscaping, all these other jobs, enterprise, barely called out. When I was working at this job, I was like, after I got sick, I was calling out often, like every month I was calling like once or twice, and that's pretty bad, you know what I'm saying? Once or twice, that's a lot of call outs, you know what I'm saying? So eventually that added up, and then my boss was like, yeah, I'll go and break you up. I was like, nah. But I don't know. It got to the point where I was like, you know what? I really got to focus on what needs to be done. What needs to be done is my entrepreneurship, my businesses, and also focusing on my health and balancing my life all around, right? Because I was only focusing on, stack up money. But I've been through that. I did all that shit. And then after, like, bro, like, it got to the point where I was like, you know what? It's time to focus on my next phase. Phase 2. What is phase 2? Right? So phase 1, I was stacking up money, building up my, I was at $0 when I was 16 years old, stacked up to 50K. After 50K, I was like, okay, that's enough. Why am I still working jobs? I worked in all these kind of different jobs, multiple jobs, different industries, getting new life skills, getting new, work ethic, meeting new people, and stacking up money, and gaining all these new experiences in life and all this kind of different stuff. I was like, you know what? Phase 1 is complete. Now here I am in 2023, end of 2023. Phase 2. Phase 2 is online, YouTube, businesses, and making sure that everything is situated and building the foundation of my businesses that will make me millions of dollars, right? So that's pretty much where I'm at in my life, phase 2, right? This is phase 2. But anyways, guys, that's also one of my other jobs. Guys, I'm back in my car right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go run some more errands. It's 1 o'clock right now, but also I gotta go with my other jobs. I gotta go explain my other jobs. There's a lot of jobs. I told you guys, I'm always like, bruh, this is one long video, but I got a lot of stories, a lot of life experience, a lot of things to tell. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go and drive because it's hot right now. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it. So I was talking about my enterprise job, but going forward, I worked at the airport before. Going forward is the airport, all right? But also, look, I'm gonna turn left, right? I'm turning left. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me put the camera down, guys. Hold on. Gotta play it safe. You know what I'm saying? Can I be being reckless when I'm filming and driving? But over there, I used to work over there for my landscaping over there on the right side. I don't know if you guys can see it. All right, that's where I used to work at. I show you guys all the time in my other videos. I'm not gonna drive there now because I gotta pick my girl. She's waiting over there. I used to work over there. Yes, sir. That's the entrance right there. Sure. Guys, I'm also at one other place right now. Where am I right now? I'm at my girl's workplace. I'm picking her up and shit. But I'm not parking over here. What the fuck? I just parking wherever. I'm in the no park area. Hurry up, bro. Telling my girl, hurry up. Let's go. We gotta go. My brother. So anyways, guys, you know what I'm saying? I never finish what I was talking about. So like I was saying, one of the other jobs was enterprise, right? So sorry guys for you know, all this kind of stuff. I'm trying to drive home right now. I had to run some errands. I had to do this. I had to do that, etc. What the fuck? I'll go this way. Wait for go this way. I went left, bro. You know why? It's freaking traffic going back home. Bro, that's a weird turn to get out the fucking street, bro. What the fuck? There's so much blind spots. But like I said, guys, I'm headed back home. And pretty much, what was I doing? I had to run some errands. I picked up my sister. I had to pick up my girl. After I picked up my girl, then I went back to the beach. Went to the beach, chilled at the park, etc. You know? And then after we went to the park, then I went to go to Whole Foods. I had to get some fruits, and I got a hot meal. I got all this kind of healthy foods to eat. And then after that, I had to go pick up my sister from college. And then after that, we're driving back home. So, and I just dropped off my girl. So right now, it's like, what time is it? Like 4:30? Almost 5? I'm not sure. I'm not too really. Oh, it's almost 5, yeah. And then we headed back home right now. You know what I'm talking about? Headed back home. So like I said, guys, one of the other jobs that I worked at was enterprise. It was by the airport, on airport property. That's where usually all the people rent the cars. You know how they travel, they come off straight out the airport, and then after that, right there, you get the garage and all that to go rent a car. Enterprise, Hertz, etc. I used to work at Enterprise. And then after that, what I was doing was I was a car detailer. Not a car detailer, but a car driver. So like I said, we was all sitting in the bus of the shuttle. One guy would be driving. We would drive all the way to the first floor, which is where all the dirty and car pickups would be. We'll all jump out the bus, grab a car, drive it back up to the third floor where the detailers are. The detailers will clean it, vacuum it, dust it, sanitize it, and then after that, they'll drive it to the car wash. They'll park them on the side. And after that, later on, we jump in a shuttle and then we go pick up dirties. If not, there's no dirties, then we pick up, they call it cleans. So that's all the clean cars that all the detailers clean. So they park all the wash cars, the vacuum cars all on the side. And then after that, we got to jump in the clean cars. And then after that, we got to drive up to the enterprise garage area. And then we got to park it according to whatever car category it is. So say, for instance, if I was to drive like a Honda Civic, that's like, I don't know what it is, like a mid-size car. Get like compact size cars, mid-size, full-size cars. Get trucks, Jeep Wranglers, exotic cars, all this kind of stuff, convertible cars. So you kind of got to know like what you're doing in a sense. Like you got to know like, oh shit, what kind of car is this? What kind of car brand? And then you got to memorize like, oh, okay, what car category does it belong in? You know what I'm talking about? So that's the tricky part about enterprise. Like I really did, when I went in enterprise, I literally had zero knowledge of cars. I came out of enterprise with a lot of knowledge, not too much, but like, you know, the basic stuff like car brands, etc., all this kind of different stuff. So yeah, I think that's what I learned. I also learned a lot how to drive, and then they did like a lot of car basic maintenance, etc., all this kind of stuff. And then yeah, that's pretty much my time at enterprise. Damn, all these cars overtake. Why is all these damn cars overtaking me, bro? Damn. But then, oh man, I found a faster route to go home. It's just the more dangerous way. The streets over here where I live, bro, it's freaking crazy. It's like on Third World Country Street, and always get plenty traffic. Everybody trying to jump onto the highway, the freeway, and all this kind of stuff, trying to get back home. But hey, I made it, my brothers. Shit. But anyways, guys, like I said, that's also one of my jobs, and I used to work there nighttime. I remember I would start like midday, and then after that, I would finish 8 o'clock. And then one of my boys, Skinny G, and then also my other cousin, we used to all work together. And then after that, my other boy, he was a detailer, and then Skinny G was a car driver with me, but he was different shifts with me. So I was like, bro, try to switch shifts with me, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So anyways, we would all just like jump in the same shuttle. I would go in his crew. And then after that, we would have to take the cars to this place called Service Center. Service Center is like a little, like a 5-minute drive away from the airport. And so we would take all the broken cars that need mechanical fixing, whatever. And then we also took like, what else did we do? oh, we picked up like all the fixed cars, we drive it back to the garage, all this kind of stuff. So I remember like nighttime, that was like one of the last tasks we would do sometimes. We'd be like, okay, we go around to the service center, we go pick up some cars. So anyways, we jump into the bus. We're not jumping to the bus, but we take some if you're braking or not. That's why you gotta go get your safety check, because if your brake light's not working and people telling you and you brake, and then they wouldn't know that you're braking. So, you know, basic car knowledge, all you people, you know what I'm talking about. I was roasting a lot of college people, my classmates. So I was like, yeah, you know, you college kids, you guys don't know what brake lights is, you know what I'm saying? You guys don't even know what the fuck that is. So, anyways, I'm home, my brothers. But let's get into the house. But also, guys, some other jobs. Another job that I worked at temporary was this restaurant. I worked as a dishwasher. I did that for like a couple weeks. I went to this other dish room, this Japanese job. I started that job this year in August, and then I didn't stay because schedule conflict, etc. Parking, I had to pay for parking all the time. I was like, never makes sense. I was only working 4 or 5 hours just to pay the same amount that they would pay me for 4 or 5 hours in the parking lot. It really made 0 sense. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to stay over there. Show some clips. Yes sir. But anyways, guys, that's all the jobs that I worked at pretty much. And I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown of what I used to do. I'm gonna make another part 2 video and actually go into the job and talk to some people, all this kind of stuff, etc. So yeah, see you guys for another video. Yes sir.
Yes sir, my brother. Come on.
I saw you there standing under the mango tree. Think you fell fast asleep. I hope you niggas sleep. The woman that I would try.
Boys, don't be shy, boys. Just sing along with me.
A good guy. But I've been drinking so much that you love so bad. I know you still think.
Alright, my brothers are going back down right now, 7th floor, right? Woo!